In today's video, I am going to show you the cheapest way to eat steak every day, how I meal prep for 1 week, save a bunch of money, and I'm going to show you how I prepare one of those steaks. There it is.
You're dripping on my floor.
Look at it, it's dripping on Jen's floor. What qualifies me? I just surpassed 1,001 days eating a carnivore diet. I've only had beef, butter, bacon, eggs, and I have had more than my fair share of steaks. And so in today's video, let's jump right into it. How to get steak for cheap, how to meal prep it for a week, and some tips and tricks for how to cook it like I do. Huge shout out to Dr. Sean Baker. He recently did a video on this same cut of meat. He's an absolute inspiration to me. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can watch his video. The first tip is to take your large cut of meat, put it in the freezer for a little bit before you cut it. That works great for large primal cuts. I've done that with ribeye roasts before. It also works great if you're going to be using a meat slicer. You want to get it partially frozen. Oh yeah. Let's show you what we're working with here. This is a New York strip, an entire chunk of it, 11.3 pounds, $10 per pound. Now, if you go buy the New York strip steaks from Costco that are already cut, you're going to be paying more per pound. This saves you about $4 a pound, which really adds up. The other thing that's great with this is you can cut it however thick you want. I like my steaks thicker. The other thing is they will tenderize the meat, mechanically tenderize it. They put these needles into the meat. Well, this one doesn't have that done. There are some people that suggest, although that makes the steak more tender, it's not great for it because any bacteria that's on this outside of the steak is getting permeated. All right, so we're gonna cut this up. I'm gonna show you how I do it, and then we're gonna cook one of these up, and we're gonna show you how it turns out as well. I'm actually gonna cook 2 of them because my daughter, Alyssa, wants to eat one of these with me as well. It is important to have a nice, sharp knife before you cut into something like this. You don't wanna shred this thing up and tear it up. So the sharper the knife, the better. All right, we got our knife sharpened nicely. We're gonna roll up the sleeves here. Pull this bad boy out. Nice sharp knife. Dab this off a little bit. Sometimes you go to Costco, these things are like this thick. I don't like them that thick. I like them about as thick as this knife. So we're gonna go like that. I like to do the first cut, I just pull towards me. I don't do that sawing action. I guess it depends on the knife, but. Oh yeah, look at that beauty. Nice fat cap on there too. There, thickness of the knife. I got lucky here, this is almost precise, so I don't have a little tiny piece at the end, they're all consistent. So there we have 10 New York strip steaks, thick cut steaks, and each of these come out to $11. This is for choice steaks. So we're at $10 a pound, which is $4 less than if you buy them pre-cut. And this took me all a grand total of about maybe 6 extra minutes. That probably includes sharpening the knife. It takes like a minute to sharpen the knife, and it's just 10 cuts. You got 10 incredible New York strip steaks. Now I'm going to show you how to prepare these. There's many different ways to prepare the steaks. I know Dr. Baker likes to sous vide them. That's probably one of the best methods, but if you don't want to go through that trouble, what I normally do is I advocate for low and slow, and then hot and fast. And I often do that in my smoker, but it's like 0 degrees outside right now, and I'm not gonna use my smoker. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this cast iron skillet. I'm gonna take 2 of these. Which two? How about this one? And this one. And I'm gonna put these in the oven. And I'm gonna let them go until they get a little grayish color. Then I'm gonna pull them out and I'm gonna sear them on the stovetop. Low and slow, hot and fast. And while I'm doing that, what's going to keep me busy is I got some freezer bags. I'm going to take these freezer bags, I'm going to pack some of these away. A couple of them are going to go in the fridge because I'm going to eat this one tomorrow, this one the next day, this one the next day. Some will go in the freezer.
Confused by health advice? Overwhelmed by diets that haven't worked? Healing Humanity Life gives you real answers, real support, and real results, all through the power of a carnivore lifestyle. Get exclusive courses, live expert Q&As where real medical doctors answer your questions, unlimited Zoom call playbacks, open Zoom hangouts that let you relax, socialize, and connect with like-minded folks, and a supportive community that understands your journey. Struggling with food addiction? Our Breaking Addictions group follows the proven 12-step method, helping you break free and feel like yourself again. Be you again. Join Healing Humanity Life and finally reclaim your health for good.
So while the steaks are going in the oven low and slow, I'm going to use this opportunity to clean up my mess and then get those packed away for the next day in some freezer bags. Huge shout out to Dr. Baker again. He is the greatest of all time. One of his suggestions, instead of getting out the vacuum sealer, which we do have, is to just use water. So look at this beautiful cut. That's for next week. We're going to put that in the bottom like that. Put it in the water. You get this started beforehand. Submerge that, and you get almost all of the air out. And we got one. There we go. I don't like to make one steak at a time. Normally I'll eat one or I'll eat the one the next day. So I'm going to put two in a bag. Put some of these in the fridge. Clean up my mess, and then by the time I'm done cleaning everything up, it should be time to sear those steaks. All right, so I have the steaks cooking at 225, depending on their thickness. I normally try to go low and slow to about 110 degrees. All right, so I have my instant read thermometer, and I want to get this to about 110. Internal, and then sear it on a cast iron skillet in some tallow, a little bit of butter, or sear it on a charcoal grill. So you can use an instant read thermometer and stick it in there to see where it's at. All right, so we're going to take them out and sear them now. A little butter, a little more butter. Turn the heat off. Want to let them rest on a rack. While my steaks are resting for a couple minutes, today's video is proudly brought to you by Salter. These are electrolyte flake sea salts. These are awesome. They are Norwegian sea salt. It's some of the cleanest sea salts you can get. Unlike some of the others that have heavy metals in it, this stuff is super clean, but it also has electrolytes in it. So every time you season your steak, like this, you are also adding all of the electrolytes you need to the steak as well. While the steak is resting, you clean out your cast iron skillet, multitask. And then I put it back on the stovetop. I get some of the water out, and I put just a little bit of tallow back in there to season it. Take my paper towel, get a nice shine on there, and now it's perfect and ready to go for the next time. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's perfect. Nice medium rare. A little extra salt on there. Look at the fat on here. So first of all, we're gonna take this piece of fat. Jen, I had my sword in the air and I accidentally hit the ceiling light chandelier. Oh my goodness, look. I nailed it. Jen doesn't want to be on camera right now. I nailed it. Look at that. Would you focus? Jen, it's not focusing. Jen, there it is.
You're dripping on my floor.
Look at it, it's dripping on Jen's floor. How did I get that perfect? It's like I'm an expert or something. You see the juice coming out? This is the trick. When you go low and slow and hot and fast, you keep the juice in there. Now, if I just threw this on the cast iron skillet and didn't put it in the oven, you would not get it cooked like that. You would not get it cooked like that. This outside edge would be all gray and overcooked, and the inside would be pink. This is consistent all the way through. Look, I'm going to demonstrate. Consistent color all the way through. That is from going low and slow and then hot and fast. That's the best way to do it, right, Jen? Today's video is proudly brought to you by Salter Electrolytes. So that is how we make meal prep for a week on Carnivore with a less expensive cut of steak. We're talking saving $4 per pound, New York strip. But look at this New York strip. You got to look at the steak you're getting at Costco too, by the way. I looked and this one had a lot of fat. Look at the fat on this. Would you look? Big, huge chunks of fat. Carnivore's all about getting the fat. If you enjoyed this video and you liked it, please leave a thumbs up. Please comment down below what is your favorite least expensive cut of steak. And please be sure to go watch our trailer. Link in the description below. Go to healinghumanity.movie. We are almost done editing the entire documentary, coming out early 2026. Thanks so much for watching. Beep.